I want to tell you a story, and I want to ask Merl and Brandon if you guys would come up to the platform real quick. And I want to introduce you to two men that are kind of friends now, but probably were not friends in the beginning. But Merl had a miracle in and of it yourself. You've had tremendous operations on your body, and God healed you, restored you. You were dying. God touched you. But you met this guy. Come on up here, Brandon. Tell me about his life.
Well, my job requires me to train people. And during my first ride along with Brandon, I noticed he had a very foul language and stuff, and I kind of shared my testimony with him of what I had went through here. And he only got worse.
Is that true, Brandon?
100%, yes.
Were you just being antagonistic, or what were you doing?
I absolutely hated Merl from the very beginning. Like we butted heads like it was nothing else, and my goal was just to get under his skin as much as possible.
So what would he say to you? I mean, what would he tell you?
He would just start telling me his testimony over and over and over again. I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go again. This is the 15th time you've told me this testimony, Merl. Like give me a break. Like, come on. Some of us are hard-headed.
But something happened to you that was catastrophic.
Correct, yes, sir.
I want to show the people a picture of you. And this is an automobile accident that you were involved in, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. June of 2019. I was hit head-on by a drunk driver. Me and my daughter were the only two survivors. Yeah.
So there were catastrophes.
Yes, sir. There was.
Casualties. Just what happened to you?
So my body was absolutely destroyed, basically from my chest down. Liver, kidney, bladder, spleen, intestines. Had a colostomy reversal. They cut me open and left me open for 3 days and just operated over and over and over. Removed my abdominal muscles. Broken leg. I had to relearn how to walk. I had to relearn how to use my hands again. I had to relearn how to think for myself and not stutter, not have issues with connecting basically thoughts. Yeah.
So some of the pictures I'm going to show are pretty graphic. So this is your right leg.
Yes, sir.
Pins coming out of your toes. You may want to look away. I'm sorry, but so this was your life.
Yes, sir.
And what did they say your condition was going to be like?
I was going to be in pain, basically, the rest of my life. I still needed 3 or 4 more surgeries. Every single day, I struggled to walk. I struggled to crawl or climb ladders to get in and out of my truck. By the time I got home by the end of the night, it was an 8 or a 9 pain level, and I couldn't do anything.
What made you come here?
So 6 months ago tonight, actually, I became a Christian. Yeah.
I asked him, I said, where did you become a Christian? And you said?
It was at a deliverance, actually. A friend of mine had gone, and I'd seen changes in him, and he's like, hey, you should try this. And I was like, oh, come on. This stuff isn't real. All right, this is probably Merl trying to pull my leg or something, you know?
Still in pain.
Still in pain, yes, sir.
And you came here.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that experience.
So I came week 309, and I had my daughter with me, and I knew I was supposed to get in the water, but we didn't because she wasn't feeling great. So we were heading home. On the ride home, She woke up out of a dead sleep, bawling her eyes out, and she goes, "Daddy, you're supposed to get in the water." But you didn't because of me. I flipped my rearview mirror, and she was already back asleep. So I knew I was supposed to get in the water, and I was like, okay, I got to come back. So week 310, I came back, and I got in the water, and I didn't expect anything to change. But before I ever even got in the water, I was sitting there next in line to go, and there's this gentleman who I honestly couldn't even tell you who he is, praying for me. And at that moment, I knew everything was going to change.
Here's one of your baptisms. What's going on there?
The Holy Spirit was just sitting on me. It felt like I just felt this incredible weight just resting on my body, and I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything other than say thank you over and over again. It's all I could do.
What's happened to you physically since your encounter with the Lord in the water?
I'm not in pain.
You're not in pain whatsoever.
None at all. Occasionally it'll try to sneak up on me, and it's just like, oh, you're not here anymore. Go away. I don't have to deal with you anymore.
I mean, you can bend over, you can do things. I mean, they took out all of your abdominal muscles in your abdomen, right? They took, and so 100%. And so now you're able to do things you were not able to do.
Yeah, so the next day, I woke up and I was sitting there thinking, I should try to do a sit-up, right? Because I was told I could never do a sit-up again. I couldn't even lift my shoulders and my head up off of the ground without being just in excruciating pain and turn and just curl up in a ball for 10 minutes and just hurt. So I was like, all right, fine, I'll give it a try. I couldn't do a sit-up, but I could get my shoulders and my head up off of the ground, and there was no pain. So then I was thinking, I was like, you know what if I put something on my feet and supported my feet? So I put my feet up under the couch, and I can sit straight up now without any issue.
Do what?
With no abs or anything, and I can still do it.
Oh, Merl, thank you for your boldness.